Hi guys, welcome to Basement Supercar Build, the channel where we see if an average guy like me can design and build his own mid-engine car. This video will be a highlights video of the work that was finished this week. If you want to see the actual work take place, watch the full-length video for this week. And with that out of the way, let's get started on this week's video.
I attached the door frame here to the hinge. It's just clamped on, sitting here in the general location where it goes, just taking a look at it. You can kind of see what it looks like. It's sitting on a piece of wood here for a spacer. It's the rough place that it goes. And I ordered parts that came in today to finish a few things, but not everything came in, so I'm waiting on some more stuff. I have the drill bit and the taps, a left and right hand tap, to finish these adjustable rods for the hinge, but I'm afraid to try to drill these by hand. I'm afraid the bit will get off and mess up the threads, so I think I'm going to take that to work tomorrow, clean those up on the lathe. It'll be easier to chuck those in the lathe and just run that drill bit in and clean up the welds from the inside. So today, since I am waiting on more parts to come in, the only thing that I think I can go ahead and do for right now is go ahead and start fabricating this hinge for the passenger door and cleaning these parts up and welding them together. So I believe let's go ahead and start on that. Well, I've made a little progress today. I have the passenger side hinge welded, and I also received some parts today. Drill and taps came in yesterday, so I drilled and tapped this adjustable bar here, and it fits really nice. All my mounting hardware came in, so I have bolted this hinge up solid. You can see what it looks like. It has 6 bolts, which is probably overkill, but I wanted it to be solid in both directions with the door open and shut. I also received 2 new shocks today. I have I originally had a 30-pound shock, and I ordered a 60 and an 80. This is the 80, and it is really strong. It is all I can do to push that. So when we get the entire weight of the door on it, it may possibly lift it. That is the strongest single shock that I have found in that size. So we'll just have to play it by ear and see how that goes. Let's see. Also received this today. This is the door latching mechanism, half of it. It's electric, and the post that latches in here should be here possibly as early as tomorrow. This works off of a couple of different things. It has 2 cables coming off of it. This looks like an emergency release if your battery is dead, so you can open the door from the inside because it's electric lock. And this looks like the one for the passenger side. Not quite sure how that works, being they're both attached to the driver's latch, but I guess we'll figure that out when we start putting it together. The bolt part of the latch that locks in here, the other half of the latch, is on order. It should be here in a day or two. And I have window tracks ordered for this driver's door also, so we can start figuring out how the window mounts in the tracks and roughly how it's going to locate, how and where it's going to locate, which will really be a challenge, but we'll work on that when the time comes. I guess the next thing I'm going to do is try to get this adjusted perfect to where it's parallel with the door opening, and this rotating rod assembly, gear assembly, is perpendicular to that, and clamp all that in place perfectly square, and then I can start working on mounting this door frame correctly and getting it attached to the hinge mechanism. So let's get started on that. Well, after about probably 6 or 7 hours of tweaking on this door and reworking a part or two, I think I have it close. It's not perfect, but I think it's close enough where I can shim it with adjustments and some thin washers and get everything to align and work perfectly. It's not too bad right now, but I want you to take a look. Right now the door is not parallel to the car. It is actually kicked out a little bit on the top of the door where the glass is, which would keep the glass away from the tire and the body when it is open in this position. And that is one thing that I was trying to accomplish. And it looks like we have, hopefully anyway, at least partially been successful with that. It's hard to tell until I get the door glass mounted in the frame and know exactly where we're at. But we'll still probably have to lower the door glass some when the door is open, but it may be a minimal amount like I had originally planned, and if not, we will adjust accordingly. Let's see if I can show you this door. And the shock is really strong now. It opens the door easily, so we'll see how that goes when we get more weight on the door. That's the closed position. I've got a stop here that it's sitting on to show me the in and out location and the closed up and down location. And with it on the stop, it lines up pretty nice up through here. It's not perfect, but I think it's close enough. The only play in this door is in and out. So if I can push it here with my knee, it will push in just a little, but out is solid. But when it is closed, it will seat up against the weather stripping all the way around and prevent it from pushing in. The back here is flexible in and out, but the lock will be in the center up and down to the height, so that'll make that rock solid, and it'll also be pushing against the weather stripping at the top and bottom to keep it from pivoting. So I think that will be sufficient. And you see, if I let go of this, it just swings up naturally. And you can see it from back here. That's what it looks like, and I think at least for now I'm going to say this side is finished and move on to something else. We will have to tweak this more when we start working on the latch in the rear to get everything to line up perfect. But I think we're close enough that we should be able to make that work now.